to my channel. Just want to come to you guys today to let you know I have uploaded a video about my top 10 favorite brushes. Some of them are Makeup Forever, MAC brushes. I have some Morphe brushes. These are the brushes that I use to achieve a flawless look that I do every single day. Maybe these are some brushes that you have, or maybe these are some brushes you want a little more detail on. I hope I've answered those questions for you, but stay tuned to find out what my top 10 favorite brushes are, and thank you for watching. I so appreciate you guys. So the first brush I'm going to talk to you guys about is a brush that I apply my foundation with. This brush right here, I absolutely love. As you can see, it is a duo fiber brush where the hairs on the below part of it are one color, and then the top is another color. This is a Japonesque brush. Of course, I don't know if that's translating correctly to you guys. This is going to buff the makeup on. It is going to give you a flawless, seamless makeup look. This came in a duo with another brush. If I'm not mistaken, I got these from Ulta when they were at Ulta. Now I think you can get it at TJ Maxx or the Marshalls or something like that. I think you can also get them at Target if I'm not mistaken. I had to send them a message on Instagram saying, where are your brushes, because they're not at Ulta anymore. So this would be my first brush that I would say is my top favorite. Along with that same brush is this one from Urban Decay. This is their foundation blending brush. As you can see, the fibers are dense. They blend flawlessly. I don't use this brush so much because I hate to get it dirty and I have to clean it. So that's the problem with having a ton of brushes, is that, you know, you have so many options, but then the ones that give you the best flawless application, you don't want to use them because you don't want to have to clean them. And that's the brush right here. I would say that's like second brush that I love. Okay, so my second brush in line is going to be this brush right here. This is a crown brush, C529. I first got this brush when I went to the makeup show here in Dallas back in 2016, I think. That's when a ton of brands were there. It was absolutely amazing, and I picked up this brush. This is for blending your eyeshadow, and when I say it blends beautifully, because it's tapered. And so of course, you know, if you get a tapered brush into your eye and your crease, it's going to blend everything out flawlessly, diffuse things, so you don't have any harsh lines. I absolutely use this brush every single day. Of course, you have the MAC 224, which is a fabulous crease brush. This is more for more depth into the crease, whereas this one diffuses out everything in the crease, up kind of to the brow bone. I wouldn't recommend doing this under the eye because it blends too much. Maybe this one is a little bit better, but the 224 is a ride or die. I have been using these brushes, I know, since 2006 when I started with MAC. Of course, I'm no longer with them, but I highly recommend this brush to everyone. You can use it for concealer, you can diffuse powders, all that good stuff. So, of course, this is my second favorite in line for blending in the crease. Okay, the next brush that I absolutely love, and I didn't really find out about this brush until maybe earlier this year, maybe last year, and that is this Japonesque blending brush. As you can see, it is duo fiber as well. When I say this brush is absolutely amazing for applying all over loose powder. I don't use it to contour or bronze because it's really soft, so I like using it for either pressing powder in and diffusing it, or I like to use it to push the powder under the eye when I finish my makeup routine. This brush I got from the TJ Maxx or the Marshalls. I guess when they stopped selling at Ulta, that's where they went, and every time I would go to the TJ Maxx or to the Marshalls, I was picking one up. So right now, I think I have about 5 or 6 of them. I absolutely love this brush. Another dupe for this brush is going to be this brush from Morphe. This is the E4. As you can see, it's shaped the same way. Super soft, super great for blending out face powder. Also fabulous for pressing things in and blending. A little too soft for bronzer and contour, but it is absolutely amazing. So this would be right along with that Japanese brush, because as you can see, they're both angled and they both perform the same. They're about the same size, length, bristles, everything. I absolutely love these brushes. Of course, Morphe brushes are super affordable. You usually can find one at a mall near you nowadays, whereas last year they were only in California. Well, now they're everywhere, and I absolutely love it. They're affordable, great quality. I maybe had one that fell apart on me, but you know, you get what you pay for, and I probably got some water in the ferrule and destroyed that brush myself. But these Japanese brushes, it's not loose, no brushes have shed. I absolutely love these brushes. Okay, the next brush that I'm going to talk to you guys about is going to be another Morphe brush. This is the Morphe M104. Basically what this brush is going to do is give me that really nice chiseled and bronzy effect right in here and right above here. Because it's a little more firm, as you can see when I press it down, it doesn't really move. That is going to give you an application that you really want to sit still and not really do a lot of diffusing, as if I was using this brush right here. This one is what I use to really sculpt. I can't say enough about this one. Another dupe that I have for this brush is going to be this brush right here. This is an oldie but goodie from the Sephora. It's not even sold anymore. I got it years ago. As you can see, it is very soft. I know I've had this brush, let's say about 7 years, I would say, and I wash it, clean it. You see it's still white. Absolutely love that brush. And then of course this would be my first choice because it really sculpts, and because it's angled, it really hugs the curvature of my cheekbone. And I think you can still get this from Morphe. Next brush I'm going to tell you guys about is an oldie but goodie, and that is this MAC brush. This is the 116. What I love this brush for is for my blush. As you can see, it's rounded, it's tapered right here, and it is very soft. It blends, but it is not so soft to where it falls apart, which means it's gonna hug the blush that you dip it in. And of course I use that right in here. I have been using this brush for so many years. It has to be like over 10 now. As you can see, the writing is gone because it's been over 10 years I've had this brush. I absolutely love it. It is shaped perfectly for my cheekbones. I have other blush brushes that I use, but I'll be honest with you, this one is my number one that I grab for. I think I have about 3 or 4 of these, and so you know, I can't say enough about this brush because it's perfectly made to hug my cheekbones. So the 7th brush that I'm going to talk to you guys about are going to be this brush from MAC. This is the MAC 109 brush, and what I use this for is to really sculpt. Whereas this one, I apply bronzer, diffuse it. This one really sculpts and really adds that sharp edge that I want with contouring. Of course, this is the OG as well. I've had it for over 10 years. As you can see, it has not fallen apart. I haven't lost a hair. The ferrule is, oh, I can't say enough about my MAC brushes. I'll use them forever. If you take care of your brushes, they'll take care of you. I've maybe had one brush in 13 years from MAC that has fallen apart, and I think it was my fault. I may have got some oil in the ferrule, but for the most part, I still have my brushes from 2006 to this day, and I still use them. So this is one of my favorite brushes, and as you can see, it's flat on top and it's small enough to really kind of fit into those curves. So this would be my next brush, whatever in line I am. I think that makes the 7th. Yeah, my 7th favorite brush. So love this brush. Get you one. You'll absolutely love it for contouring. Okay, so the next brush that I absolutely love is going to be a brush for highlighting. Now, I don't highlight my high points. I don't highlight right on here, forehead, none of those things, because I already have great cheekbones, and highlighting them will make them look a little too pronounced. So this brush I absolutely love for highlighting the nose. It is the perfect amount of brush tip to grab the powder that I use and pop it right there in the center and down the center of my nose, and I do my high points of my lip too. This is a Vasanti brush. I think I got it in an Ipsy. It says contour eyeshadow. Of course, for me, it's a highlighting brush, so this would be the next in line. It's my favorite. I always grab it because it's stiff. So as you can see, it's stiff with the tip there. It doesn't move a lot, as you can see. So that allows that powder to go right there on my nose and not fly everywhere and not be on the sides or, you know, down on my lip until I put it there. So this is one, I think you can probably still get it from Vasanti, but I got it in the Ipsy, and I was very thankful because it came in right on time. So my next favorite brush. Okay, the next brush I'm going to talk to you guys about is a very random brush. Bean somebody. I don't know who these people are. I don't even know how I got this brush. If I got it in an Ipsy or what. It says Illuminator, so I'm assuming that's for the high points there. But what I use it for is when I bake and I bring the powder here and all along through here, I use this to clean up the sides. So I don't have my whole nose baking, I just have the center. So what I'll use this for is cleaning off the sides there. And this comes in handy because it is stiff, as you can see. It is not going to push product all over the place. It's going to give me a really nice fine cleanup. That's the best way to put it. For my baking, using my Midnight Banana Powder, which I absolutely love. Absolutely love. I haven't tried a whole bunch of baking powders, but I absolutely love this brush for the sides of the nose, for cleaning off too much bake, to give my nose that really slim trim look. So that would be the next random brush. Okay, the next brush is an honorable mention because I forget that I have this brush. This is a Makeup Forever brush, great for blending out the crease. When I say it is the softest brush, all of the brushes that look like this from Makeup Forever are absolutely amazing. I cannot say enough about their brushes. I have several of Makeup Forever brushes and they have never fallen apart, gotten loose, shed a brush hair. It is made with the highest quality of brush hair. I think they're handmade, I'm not really sure, but when I say this brush is everything, the brush is number 140 Wavy. It is the softest brush for the crease, even softer than this, but this is the brush I like. As you can see the difference in the two. This one's more spread out, way softer, whereas this one's soft but stiff. This one I absolutely love for blending out the crease. I just forget that I have it, so I never really use it. Plus I only have one of it, so I don't want to get it dirty. Whereas this one I have about 5 of these. Okay, so my next brush, I absolutely love this brush. This brush right here is the reason why my brows are always on point. The reason why I don't do a lot of eyeshadow, because this brush right here makes life so much easier. And that is my Makeup Forever 226 brush. Look at this brush, y'all. Look at that brush. Look at it. Oh my God, I absolutely love this brush. I own lots of them. So as you can see, I can't get enough of this brush. When I use one, I always want to have a backup because who has time to clean a whole bunch of brushes? Not me. I clean my brushes probably once a week, but I have so many brushes that I can go a whole week without using the same brush twice. Or if I do use it a few times, I'm able to pick up another brush that looked just like it. As you can see, I have plenty of this brush. I absolutely love this brush for carving out my eyebrows, pulling the concealer down, and smoothing it all over the lid. I cannot get enough of this brush. I probably want like maybe 10 more of this brush. As you can see, I love this brush. But anyhow, some of these I've had longer than others. As you can see, that one, the wood paint there, but the brush is still performing the exact same. As you can see, I own a ton of brushes, but by far this is my absolutely favorite brush because this allows me to carve my brows out, which I spend the most time on my brows. So of course I need a tool that is going to be smooth, brush that concealer out really smoothly. I don't know, get you a 226, that's all I can say. Of course, they used to have a store in the mall where I work at, but they took it out. But I have another store I can go to, which is Camera Ready Cosmetics in North Dallas, which I absolutely love that store. That's a candy store for makeup artists. But anyhow, and then of course there is another brush. It's not really a brush, it's a beauty blender. I absolutely love my beauty blender. For many years I used it on other people, didn't use it on myself because I didn't quite know how to press it in to blend out that concealer. Now I have it down packed. I would probably say that's like the 10th brush, I would say, because it is a tool. You can do your concealer, you can blend out your concealer on your brows, you can blend out foundation with it. I don't use it for foundation, of course you guys know I use this one for my foundation, but you know what, I even use this for my foundation. This is an e.l.f. brush. It's called foundation blurring brush. I think this mug is probably $6 at the Target, if I'm not mistaken. This brush is just as great as my brush from Japonesque, but it's $6. So you can go to the Target and get you one. It buffs things out. Of course, it shades. You know, it was $6. So what do you expect? It's not the highest quality, but you know what? It gets the job done. It buffs it out beautifully. Like you got some hairs right here that are poking out. Not a big deal to me, as long as I don't end up with brush hairs all over my face. If I do start to see a brush that does that, I usually throw it away and just buy another one. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope that, you know, some of those brushes you pick up, you use. Let me know in the comments if there's any particular brush that you want more details on, because these are the brushes that I use just about every single day to create a flawless finish. And as you can see, I only had like one eyeshadow brush because I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow. To me, the eyes I like to keep very simple. I like my brows to be sculpted. I like my skin to be flawless. And that's pretty much how I've adapted my whole makeup routine, because I've realized less is more, but having great tools makes it all worth it. And so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Please share this video if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, tell your friends about it, tell your mama about it, your granddaddy, whoever will listen. Just let them know that I have a brush video. And of course, I appreciate you guys and I appreciate the love. The subscribing count is going up and I do appreciate that. So if you guys have any suggestions on videos, I already have like 7 written down that I want to do, but if you have any suggestions that are not just like what everybody else is doing, feel free to send them to me. And again, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and look forward to my next videos. Hey, welcome to my video. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to be talking about keto and how successful I was in keto. And welcome back to my channel. Oh my God.